Good morning. It's not Ryan Reynolds from the X-Files, it's Descattys. And before some of you start, Ryan Reynolds weren't in the X-Files. He was. He appeared in an episode. Because if you see him in that episode, you'll see me, and then you'll know. So stay tuned. Don't really know what's going on in this one. I've literally just come out. Been quite a busy week with things going on. So yeah, I've just come out today for a bimble at my local spot of lunch and whatever. We'll see how we get on, see how the video unfolds. So stay tuned. See what, that came in handy. Halloween night, trick or treating. Little kids knocking at your door. Trick or treat. Yeah, you want trick or treat. Here's an Haribo at 50 miles an hour. No, nothing of the sort. I wouldn't do that. I bought myself a new pair of hokers. These are sort of like the winter not winter, but like they're more leather version than the other ones that I wear. I'll keep the other ones for more of the summer now. They're a bit torn up. First time out in them today. Super comfortable, love them. I think, you know, yeah, super comfortable. I mean, they really are, you know, I mean, I've got hoker trainers that I wear for running. I've got speed goats that I wear, and yeah, they're comfortable as well. But I do like the boots. They're pretty good straight out of the box. I mean, I have got another pair of boots that I wear sort of like in the winter as well, and they're the brand of Cozy ones. I promoted them ages ago, probably about this time last year, I reckon, maybe, or even the year before. But yeah, the hokers, these are so comfortable, like right out of the box, because they're sort of like a walk-in running shoe, if you like. Real thick soles, waterproof. I think the only thing about them is that I won't be able to put my gaiters on them. So if obviously I want to wear these in the winter, there's no sort of step, if you like, between the heel and the front tread, if you like. It's just a continuous sole. But yeah, I mean, I'm not associated with them or anything like that. Definitely not me, not being a smoker. But yeah, to see, I like them. You know, for me personally, they're probably, you know, probably one of my favourite shoes, and one of my mates, Mick, just recently bought a pair as well. Shout out Mick, and he loves them as well. Pretty good straight out of the box. So you know, if you're after something, don't know what they're like in the complete winter, whether they're going to keep my feet warm or anything. I definitely know the brand of Cozies kept my feet warm in the winter months, and they're only like a thin sort of boot really, and I didn't wear anything special sock wise, only sort of like merino wool socks, and they kept my feet warm throughout the winter. I mean, as it goes, it's sort of like November here now in the UK, and at the moment, I mean, it's not cold. I mean, yeah, it's been wet and damp and everything else, but it's certainly, at present, we've had no frost or ice or anything like that. It hasn't got down to the minuses at the moment. So hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm happy like this. But then again, I don't mind the frost either as well. So yeah, just getting, as I say, getting a brew on now, and then we'll see what we get up to. I haven't really got nothing planned today. Literally just wanted to come out. Been at work all week. Going out with Mrs. C tonight, and then I've been invited out again tomorrow up to another woodland, but whether I go or not, I'll have to see about that one. I want to give a shout out to someone that's been watching my channel, Melanie. I think she's trawled her way through. I've got 800 odd videos on my channel now. I believe she's trawled all the way from the start, and she's just gradually going through all my videos and leaving a comment. So thanks, Melanie. Really appreciate that. I mean, I appreciate everyone's comments, but her name really sticks out at the moment. There's Kenneth. Alright, cheers mate. Shut it, Barney. Born outside. Tim, Barney, Chris W, and they're all guys that I go camping with anyway. And other names will come to me. I appreciate it, you know, I appreciate all the comments. It's all sort of nice actually. Most of the comments are pretty good. I've been watching some other channels, and I'm surprised that some of these other channels get really a lot of negative comments off people, and I don't really know why, because their videos are quite good. But you know, maybe it's a Friday night, they've had a few beers and they've got a bit of Dutch courage, I don't know. But in a general sort of, you know, of things, get generally nice comments, so I really appreciate that, you know, just keeping it nice, keep the community nice. That's what it's supposed to be about, sharing and caring and all that. None of to have an argument about anything, flipping all the world's bad enough as it is. People warring with each other and arguing over silly things that probably don't even affect them really, but certain people like to get involved, don't they? So it's good to keep it out on the videos anyway. Thank you. Cup of Darjeeling coffee. Barney, you know what to do. While I'm sitting here having a cup of Darjeeling, there's a branch just hanging up in the tree there. It's got a load of V-notches in it. I think I might make a collapsible pot hanger while I'm sitting here. So look, like, so I can take the advantage of that one and that one now. They look similar diameters, so I'll get carving in a minute. So as my cutting tools go, I've been sort of flitting around using my TBS knife, be using a Mora Cansball and all the rest of it. But I'm finding myself coming back to this one because it's just so light with the sheath, and it allows me just to keep it all together. I'm taking this off like my bellows, putting that in my pocket, sticking it somewhere else, so on and so forth. Got a little bit of somewhere on here, yeah, got a bit of fat wood. And then also what as I do, sometimes I attach my my ceramic sharpening stone, and that particular knife is by Wilder Ways here in the UK, and I did buy it as a carving knife, if you like. What made it for me, even though I'm more of a person that likes stuff that's in orange, what I liked about it was the blue spaces on the back kind of sold it for me. A nice shape of the blade, and it is just a nice knife, nice and light, Scandi grind, and it just stays sharp, easy to sharp, just needs a strop, and I absolutely love it really. And I don't even know I've got it around my neck, if I'm honest, because I can obviously wear it this way. So with that little Hill People gear pack that I use, I tend to bring just a little silky pocket boy. And then what I've added, I've just brought out today, which I haven't used for a little while, was my old wildlife hatchet. I used to use this hell of a lot, and this has got like the Ben Alford sort of axe sleeve on it, as opposed to the Grounds Force one, just because I can use it for tapping pegs in the ground and stuff like that, and hammering. I noticed that when I've had the Grounds Force one, I've had the studs fall out of it where it's banged against the when I've tapped stuff in the ground, or I'm breaking bits of wood or whatever. So and I've got obviously the old overstrike leave that become quite fashionable with the knife with axes now. But yeah, I've had this one for a very long time now. Two bits of wood there, kind of almost similar diameter. idea now on here. I actually think, apart from making the old sort of Morskahansky tri-stick and everything else where you practice all your different carving techniques, I think that the collapsible pot hook has to be one of the more sort of intricate skills to try, simply being because not only you've got to kind of put your cuts in and your measurements in right as well, but also placing the cuts, especially into sort of like more sort of like difficult areas on something like this that you might not sort of use all the time. So great little sort of one to do. I've got to admit, my art was sort of like, I hope I do this right, especially in front of the camera, because it is a little bit, can be a little bit of a challenge really getting it right. And then to cap it all, this is like seasoned oak. Very wood, you know, but that's what was hanging up in the tree and that's what I took advantage of. So yeah, and again the idea, you can collapse that down, take that metal, take that wooden bit out the middle, and then stick it in your pockets, top of your rucksack, or if you make them small enough you can put them inside a kettle or something like that. And you ain't even got to have that bit, you can sort of like chuck that away and make one when you're out and about. But a good little project to have a go off if you've never made one, you know. So I hope that little sort of sequence of videos would have helped you if you've never done one before. Hot dogs on there. Let's take that bit of string out of there first. keep these bits of wood as well because they're handy for little tog. I've had to break open my my own stove to use. Now that thing, really, I mean in all these videos you see where they're cutting up tuna cans and all the rest of it and pouring wax over everything and bits of cardboard and everything else, and yeah, they're great maybe for one go, but they don't last. I don't really, you know, I think, and they get a million odd views and the comments they get off people are amazing, but it does make me laugh, it does make me chuckle, but you can't sort of beat that or have a pop of fire, can you? I think the majority of that cardboard's gone to crumble now, and the wax has just burnt out. So you know, maybe good fun to use, maybe it's stick in your pocket for one emergency or one trip out, you know, blah blah blah, but other than that, I think they're just a, you know, up to you, make your own opinion, but I think they're a little bit of a waste of time. Just humour me. Every now and again I do like a hot dog, but if anybody knows where I can find a ketchup tree, I'll be grateful, because I've forgot my ketchup. Nice to drizzle a bit of ketchup and burger relish and all that sort of stuff on it, innit? But they're as good as. No, they're not the best of foods, but every now and again. Right, so while I sit here and have one more brew before I head home, just give you a little bit what's going on really. Not a lot, just with the channel I suppose. I'm going to try and put out the Leathercraft videos on a Wednesday if I can. Alright, I think I can get the next one in for Wednesday. Got a few little exciting projects really. It's nice comments that I'm getting back off people that they're having a go at making bits and pieces. Someone said quite recently they was making an overstrike sleeve, I think, for an axe or a sheath for their axe or whatever, and yeah, it's great to hear, you know, so you know, that's fine. And then next weekend I'm out, probably camping, possibly camping in the woodland on a Friday night. And then Saturday night we're camping at, myself and a few other guys are camping at an old military place. So it's not, you know, it won't be like we're trespassing or anything like that. It literally is, we're just doing like a stealth overnighter at this little place, not too far from here really. So yeah, so I'm just enjoying the tranquility of the woodland right now. It's really nice, not that cold really, considering it's November. A bit shocking really. I saw some hornets flying around earlier, and I think I see a bee over there as well, so it kind of lets you know, doesn't it? Right, so on my way back, right, I found this carpet of goosegrass. There's a ton of it here, and some people get dermatitis off this, off the juice, and a way to do it is to obviously rub it on, get some juice, emit some juice from the stem, and then rub it on your hand to see if you get that sort of like a mild dermatitis. But regardless of that, it's actually edible. If you look under maybe a microscope or a magnifying glass or something like that, maybe something with obviously a slightly more closer magnification, you look at the close hairs, and the close hairs look really bald. They almost look quite ferocious. But if you simmer this in water for a short amount of time, the bristles start to soften extremely quickly, and this stuff's edible. Edible like this, I don't know, but I certainly have tried it when it's sort of simmered in some water. And also the seeds, when you get the seeds, when this stuff starts seeding, collect those little balls, roast them up, crush them, and then add them with some hot water, and it's quite a, some people say it's a palatable coffee, but I don't think it is. I think it's more of a palatable tea. Shut it, Barn. And so yeah, there you go, goosegrass, cleavers. Apparently it was also used back in the day, I read not long ago, that it was used to sieve hair, what they collected from milk from cows and stuff like that. And what they do is they put this into the milk, and apparently however it works, and then what it does, it pulls out all, I suppose, those little barbs hook onto the little strands of hair, and it removes it from the milk. So yeah, don't know what it's like raw. I'm not going to try it raw, but it's certainly not too bad when it's been sort of simmered and cooked and then added to other foodstuffs. And although it's suggested in books that you should really pick it in the spring, it is kind of one of them green stuffs that you find pretty much all year round. So quite handy to know. But don't take my word for it. Obviously, as a disclaimer, do your own work. Make sure that it's not going to give you upset stomachs and, you know, any health issues or anything like that. Alright, get some books, get a couple of books to cross-reference, ideally with photographs as opposed to artist drawings, and then there you go. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos, join the madhouse. Thank you. So if you got this far into the video, thanks for watching. Maybe a good little carving project there. making one of those little collapsible pot hooks. Good or bad, still good to practice anyway. So thanks for coming along, folks. I'll see you on the next one, yeah? Take care.